Okay, so first, if you are new to our channel, go ahead and hit that subscribe, like, and also share our video, okay? We would love to have you subscribe. That way you can still get all of the learning tips, read alouds, and even teacher advice and stories that you may relate to. And for those of you who are returning, hello. Again, still like and share this video. Okay, so like I said, I am going to show you step by step of how I plan for homeschool, okay? Usually I do a monthly plan and then I break it up into weekly units. I will show you the monthly and then I will also go into detail about the weekly and all the different activities that my son will do for next week. Also, what I am going to do is I am going to share with you the actual planner that I use, that I created, and that is located on Amazon. So I'll put that link in the description below as well. All right, so let's go ahead and get started. Okay, so the first thing I do when I do my planning is I get my planner, my homeschool planner I have created. It is available on Amazon, and I will put the link in the description below this video. But I love it because I'm not going to show you the first page because it has my personal information, but information on there, the daily schedule of what we have. I did 2 different pages because, you know, sometimes schedules do change. I have a year at a glance. I didn't really put all the information a year at a glance. I didn't actually sit down to actually do it, so that's on me. I also have, you know, we do field trips and field experience trips. And I make sure, like, I try to do a field trip a month for my kiddo. I do have April already scheduled of where we're going to go. The first half is at the zoo. That's mostly for my daughter, but I will be using some things for my son as well. And then May, I haven't really gotten, like, I do it as I go so I don't get overwhelmed or anything like that. Websites and logins. I am a tech person, but I have seen other homeschool parents use this mainly for their child and stuff. For me being a tech person, I don't put my information on here only because, you know, we all know the security stuff to it. All right, so I have, you know, monthly calendar. I'm going to be starting my unit with April, so I did not put April just yet. I will though. And I do have it to where it's blank. So then that way, if, let's just say, you started homeschool in January, you can still continue to use this and actually put the months in there. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and do my monthly calendar for this month. After I do the calendar, I will go ahead and do the unit. So as you saw in the calendar, we do have spring break that is coming up, the whole entire week of spring break that is coming up. So what I am going to do is I'm going to plan the unit for April. I've already planned the unit for May, but it does depend on how April looks and how much work we can get accomplished. So again, about this planner, I do have an inspirational quote that helps me get going and motivated for the unit. I do have the unit plan, and behind the unit plan is the weekly plans of what we're going to do. I do include Saturday and Sunday because I do some of our field trips and field experiences are on Saturday and Sunday, or if there is an opportunity to do something for as a project or something, we may work on it on Saturday and Sunday, but it's towards like the end of it. But I have all of our subjects, of course, our main subjects, and then here my son does electives at Homeschool. So we have PE and piano right now, but it will change. Sometimes we do computers, things of that nature. It just depends. So with all of that, I will put the dates, the week and stuff. And the good thing is there is about 5 weeks in each unit, just in case. And then it starts in a whole different unit. All right, so I am going to, I've already kind of planned out the unit for April. And so I'm going to go ahead and show you that. And I'm going to change out my color because I love colors and different flare pens and different colors. So I'm going to change out my color just to make it a little bit more bright with this blue. Of what we're going to do. Usually when I do a unit, I do make sure that I have a focus reading. Last unit that we did, our focus reading was the crossover. And the crossover was amazing. I absolutely love that book. In a different video, I will kind of explain the book and some other readings that I have used with my son in middle school. That was phenomenal. Materials needed, of course, we're going to use paper, notebook, our laptops, and all that other stuff. I usually put the materials needed that are kind of out of the ordinary of what we are going to, that we don't normally use. Just for activities and projects and things of that nature. Then the monthly topics, I do base it off of what Georgia standards, we live in the state of Georgia, so based off the Georgia standards of where he should be in 6th grade. So we're towards the end of 6th grade, we only have 2 more units in 6th grade. So we are going to focus on text analysis. I think we kind of focused on theme, which I feel that he really has a grasp on. So I do want to put the character in there and the plot and kind of talk about it a little bit more. We've been working on the writing process with argumentative writing, using his opinion and all of that. I want to focus more on narrative writing. I know the persuasive writing is a little bit more towards the end, but my son struggles in narrative writing, and if you've seen in my previous videos, I go based off of my child. So narrative writing will be our focus for this unit. We're going to focus on area and volume. My son is really advanced in math, so area and volume is something that we really do need to work on, geometry and things of that nature. This is just my personal opinion. In school, while he was in school, they don't really focus on geometry towards the end of the year, and a lot of times it's kind of like rushed because it's the end of the year. Everyone's pretty much done. So they do focus on the regular mixed operations at the beginning of the year, which he is phenomenal on. It's just geometry and graphing. Those are the things that we'll be focusing on intensely these next 2 units. Moon phases, solar and lunar eclipse. He has already learned about the planets. We went to the planetarium. It was awesome. He loved it. So we'll just kind of finish that unit out a little bit. And then social studies, we haven't really been focusing on social studies because it's more research based, and getting information that way is more about research and how to find different things within history. And we did a lot of research within our science. So I feel that he is okay in social studies. It's just making sure that he knows how to research different things and put things in perspective. And then, like I said, we do piano. He has been working on his notes, so we're going to review those and practice a little bit more of notes and his finger, his finger positions and making sure that he's comfortable in front of the piano. And then PE, he is in baseball for the spring already, so we're going to be working on endurance and stamina and correlate that with his baseball practices. So for the weekly plan, since spring break is coming up, the weekly plan is a little bit more in depth for each week. What I'm going to do is I'm going to do a part 2 of this video to kind of go over what the weekly plan would look like. Okay, so look out for part 2, and I will actually show you what I go through when it comes to planning out the weekly plan. All right, so that is pretty much how I plan for homeschool. Hopefully this gives you some ideas. Hopefully that you have a planner that you can use. If not, this handy dandy planner is amazing. Okay, I might be using or doing some more revisions later on, but for right now I think it's absolutely perfect. If you have any questions or comments, maybe something that works for you in your planning, be sure to comment below this video. I would love to see and also help share with our other educators as well. Until next time, you guys, have a good one.